The question is, have you invested in cryptocurrency before? Because I've been in for long periods of time and I've been out for long periods of time. And right now I'm kind of in this situation where I don't have a lot of conviction. And that is a scary place to be when you're putting your money to work. So right now the markets are absolutely volatile. They're going up and down. They're saying hi and buy. They're taking your money and saying, I'm going to double it. Then they're taking it and saying, I'm going to give you half back. That's just the situation at this moment in time. But there's this general idea right now that there's so much mass accumulation from ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, or DATs, which are digital asset treasury companies, or hedge funds and big banks, that because of that, eventually there'll be massive price appreciation in the major cryptocurrencies, i.e. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Ripple, and the such. Now, there's one company in particular that I've been following quite heavily and invested in quite substantially over a long period of time, and that is Bitmine Immersion Technologies. Now, this is a digital asset treasury company. That essentially means they go out and buy an asset, they put it within the company, and then gain shareholder value by acquiring more of that same asset. And this company, Bitmine, is essentially the gold standard for how you should set up a treasury company, okay? They've got a great founder, they've got an incredible leadership team. The structure of the business is A+. No one can really compare to it within the industry. They are unlevered. They don't have a lot of debt. That's almost unheard of in any treasury company, but specifically a digital asset treasury company. And because of that, their fundamentals are really, really strong. So everything's looking good. I believe in the project and think there will eventually be a giant price hike in Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other major cryptos. There are pump and dumps going on all over the place. But these pump and dumps are happening out of purely speculation, not out of price action. My issue is, and it's not specific to Bitmine, it's all these major companies that have put billions, tens of billions into the crypto market, is that even though they've put in this money, there's not been any price adjustments for that. And the reason is all of these mega companies who have unlimited money at this point are all purchasing their crypto off the market. They're buying it over the counter and it's not affecting the spot price of the asset that we're talking about. Now, the reason why they're doing this is if these people buying tens of billions of dollars worth of this product decided to buy on the market, the price would double, triple, quadruple. We'd already have $250,000 Bitcoin. We'd have $10,000 Ethereum right now. And that doesn't help them because they're trying to get as much as they can for as cheap as they can. So this kind of creates this grey world where there's mass speculation on the markets, but it's not actually backed by the sales that are occurring. And it's not pushing the price where you'd expect it to be. Because in my mind, I'm all good with this meme.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
When I'm on the right side of the meme, okay, I'm gonna say push it, pump it, let's go. But when you're on the wrong side of the meme and you just get a little bit shaky, that doesn't help. And in this case, I think that there's a big issue with the idea that these asset companies can go and make massive purchases and everyone can see them, but it not technically affect the real price of that asset. I just don't think it's right. But then, as I said, if I was on the right side of it, I'd be saying it's absolutely perfect because I think by the end of the year, there's a good chance it does come up quite a bit. But the only way that happens is if these people who are buying mass amounts start buying on chain to push the price. Because if they continue to acquire off market, I can't see how we're going to get to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 Ethereum. It doesn't make much sense to me. And I would really like someone to answer that question for me because the idea that people are putting their money into this and other people are playing kind of a different game within the same sport is not really on. But that's just how I think. Gotta do fact of the day. Page number 162, fact number 3. Britons eat 97% of the world's baked beans. Yep, that might be the only thing that's made sense to a lot of you in this video. But yeah, Brits, we love baked beans. I eat them hot. I also eat them cold. Some people, they find that disgusting. I'm not going to change who I am though. I like cold beans from the fridge.